Dear students, in this lecture, let me continue the two component system. About the two component system, we have studied a lot in binary phase diagram. So, I'm not going to discuss in detail about here. And two component system is the binary phase diagram what we studied earlier, and is in isomorphous system and euclidic system. Here, let me briefly explain about the three component system. Though it is not there in your syllabus, but still it is essential to understand what is a three component system. If three different metals coexist, how that can be expressed in a phase diagram. Okay, to understand that, I put this video here. So, in a three component system, okay, as the name indicates, there are three different components, three different metals, and a ternary or a three component phase diagram has a form of triangular prism with an equilateral triangle at the base. So as shown here, you can see this. So A, B, C are three different metals, and this is depicted as a prism with a equilateral triangle base. Pure components are at each vertex sides are binary composition, and ternary composition are within the triangle, which means that the pure metal is at the vertex. A is at this point it is completely 100% A metal, and at this particular point, okay, that means the B, it denotes, which is over here, it denotes that it is 100% um, B metal, and C, the denotes here it is 100% C metal, and the side, this sides indicates it is the composition between A and C. Somewhere here, if it is 75 denoted here, which means that it is 75% A and the remaining 25% C. And somewhere here, if it denotes that it is 25 here, then it is 75% A, the remaining 25% is B. And for example, here somewhere here, in the axis BC, it denotes that at the point B it is 100% B, and somewhere here it is 25, means 25% B, sorry, 25% C, and remaining 75% is B, like that. The sides indicates it is the composition between two metals, AB or BC or AC. And so here the ternary composition are within the triangle. The ternary composition within the triangle means, so if you want what is the weight percentage of A, B, C together, for example at this particular point, let us consider a point P. At this point, if you want to calculate, we can calculate what is the percentage of A, what is the percentage of B, what is the percentage of C. Okay, so like that, within the triangle, the ternary composition are within the triangle. At the vertex it is pure, at the sides it is the binary composition, either it may be between A and B or B and C, or C and BC, AC or AB. The composition lines on the triangle are constructed from projection of the surfaces. The temperature varies along the height of the prism. Okay, you can see here the projection of these sides can bring the composition, and the height indicates the temperature variation, low temperature at the base and high temperature at this particular point. And the to calculate the composition, okay, the composition of any point in the triangle is determined by drawing perpendiculars from corners to the opposite sides and measuring the distance of the point along the perpendicular, which means that from this point we draw a perpendicular to the opposite sides, from this corner to opposite side, similarly from this B corner to the opposite side, similarly from the C corner to the opposite side. And now let me give an example to how to calculate the composition within the triangle. For example, somewhere here at this point P, if you want to calculate what is the percentage of A, B and C, to calculate that we need to draw the, okay, so to understand what is the percentage of A in this perpendicular line, okay, you draw this line, okay, this line indicates what is the percentage of A. So we know that in AC at this point the percentage of A is 25, the percentage of A is 25 at this particular point, right? So we can understand 25 percentage of A, the A is 25 percentage. And to understand what is the percentage of B and C, to see that in B50, okay, in A50 line we found out what is the percentage of A. In B50 line, B50, it denoted 50 here, so B50 line, if you draw the perpendicular, okay, so it is 50 percentage B here, this 50 percentage B here. So if you draw this line indicates the percentage of B, okay. And similarly the isocomposition line, isocomposition means the same composition, okay. For example, here 50 percentage B, here 50 percentage B, and similarly here 25 percentage A, here 25 percentage A. That is the isocomposition line. That line will give you what is the percentage of A, B and C. And similarly for C, okay, the isocomposition line, if you draw that in C50 line, C50 here, C here, so the isocomposition line is drawn here. So because this point indicates it's 25 percentage of C, and similarly this point indicates it is a 25 percentage of C. So the isocomposition line will get you what is the composition of C, 25 percentage of C. Similarly we can choose any point on the line and any point within that triangle, and we can find what is the composition. And the temperature, okay, this is the temperature, this indicates the temperature, the height will indicate the temperature. At this temperature at this particular point, what is the composition we can understand. So this is about ternary phase diagram. And if there is more than 3 different metals, it is quite complicated to draw as a diagram and understand how the composition and temperature varies. Thank you.